Hello, it's Pattyjo, and I am still learning how to use the equipment that my son so kindly has loaned to me. Kind of feeling like a child learning the alphabet. But he is the sound guy, so I'm hoping that the sound is a big improvement from my first videos, and we're just going to keep going through this and keep doing this. I picked a video from the Law and Crime Network. This is a deputy. I'm not sure where he's out of. I'm sure he says it a couple of times in the video, but I found him a couple of days ago. I find him to be a pretty straightforward guy. I'm usually pretty 50-50 when it comes to officers. You know, you got your good ones, you got your bad ones, you got your new ones, you got your old ones, you got your lazy ones, you got your really hard-working ones. This guy seems very hardworking and is just on the job. And this person he has stopped, oh my goodness. I will say this, the music in the background that they have is very loud, and I know there's a way that I can separate that, but I don't know how. So I'm still going to work on that. Let's see how the lagging is. Let's see how I'm doing on all of this stuff. Okay, let's see if I've mastered any of this. You can let me know. Okay, let's go over and take a look.
You have any idea how fast you were going? 85. Add a couple more miles an hour to that. So let's see how good in math you are. Add 8 miles an hour onto 85. 93. Yes. So this is Ironwood Road, right? It's the road. If you were on Interstate 10, you would still be speeding. 93 is also a criminal amount of speed. So just so you know, do your turn signals work?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know how I don't know? Because you've never used one. So how much have you had to drink today? Because I can smell it coming out of the car. Okay. Do you favor, hop out with me to meet me over in the back here so we can talk. Yeah, come on out. Okay. So, well, first of all, you do because there's Supreme Court case law that says you have to. Make sure you're careful. There we go. Hop on out here.
Okay, now he pretty quickly goes through this, but this is not just a speeding ticket where you can remain in your car, and there's some other stuff going on here. First of all, he's not even on an interstate. He's on some sort of parkway, it looks like somewhere out west. A lot of open space, probably a lot of speeding going on here. I don't know what the speed limit is. I'm thinking criminal is somewhere in the neighborhood of, 30 over or whatever, but he's apparently going to add on some reckless and some other things. Let me tell you some things. An accident at this speed is phenomenally ugly. Okay, at times a car like this, you may not be able to even recognize it was a car. And fortunately, the way cars crumple, that's a good thing in a lot of accidents, but at almost 100 miles an hour, you're mopping some things up that are not pleasant. In bad situations, if a motorcycle is involved, this looks like a great motorcycle road. I don't know, not looking good. But he's also kind of a not very pleasant person. I don't have to get out of my car. Like, I can already tell I would not want to be around him.
There we go. Just come up over here. You can leave that on. So, no, don't. It's going to blow away. Okay. Well, you don't have a choice. And the reason for that is you're in, yeah, step on. I just don't want you in between the cars. And actually, keeping that on for your safety is a great idea.
I had a beer after work.
Now he's admitting to it.
Why?
Dude, you didn't even want to get out of the car. Now you're admitting to drinking either before you drove or while you I didn't quite hear him, but because of the really loud music, but shut up.
Give me speeding ticket, let me go.
Okay, do me a favor. Let's look this way. Let's look this way. All right. Put your hands behind your back. Right now what you're going to be is you're going to be under arrest, okay? You're under arrest for criminal speed. So you committed an offense and I stopped you for that offense.
All right.
Okay? So when you said, oh, I can get my attorney on that, if you are going to get an attorney on me, because I arrested you for a criminal offense to which you committed, I will take that. Because I feel like I'm on the mountain of right, and your driving puts you in the valley of wrong. I would be remiss, as a member of the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit, as a lifelong arrestor of impaired drivers, if I didn't at least conduct a full and thorough investigation.
That's fair.
Right? That's fair? Because I feel like I want to be fair.
Absolutely.
Any pills, because your pupils are real small, nothing like that.
Okay, first of all, people with very light colored eyes or clear colored eyes, like clear blue eyes, will have very small pupils, especially out in the sun like that. So I'm not sure that that's a really super good judge of that particular piece. Other than that, he's pretty right on everything he said. He says too much too. He doesn't need to qualify like that, but he does it in a very pleasant manner, which, I do respect. I like that I stopped it right while the malt alcohol. Here, let's talk about this with the straw in it.
Still cold, which I like. And Kill Lifter is great because you're drinking local. I always appreciate, Four Peaks, kind of a local brewery. Not while driving with a straw in it. We're going to go down to our substation, so we'll have a little bit more of a talk there. But right now, like I said, you being under arrest is something that's important for you to know. I also wanted to let you know that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Yeah, it's a criminal offense. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. And if you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed for you prior to questioning. Do you understand that?
Well, I'm being arrested for speeding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a criminal offense. Your speed is criminal. Reckless driving is criminal.
Yeah,
aggressive driving is criminal.
For speeding, jail overnight for speeding.
How on earth did we raise a generation of people, now adults, who think they're entitled to just do whatever and not have consequences? He really, really honestly believes that going nearly 100 miles an hour, aggressively changing lanes without using his turn signal, and having an open malt beverage in his car that is still cold with a straw in it, and admitting to drinking, doesn't make this event a reckless driving without even a substance issue in there. How did we do this? Where did we go wrong here?
I never said I was going to take you to jail. I never said I was going to take you to jail. I said our substation.
I think you're overstepping your boundaries here.
Well, you have, so it's deputy is a formal title. If we're going to go formal titles. However, right now, my boundary is keeping drivers safe. I keep drivers safe by arresting aggressive drivers.
Have you ever sped?
I try not to.
I know damn well you have. You're that type that's
so you have the right to remain silent.
Badass,
Zip it.
dude.
Nothing about me is badass.
Yeah. You're all flaunting your stuff. Man, take these cuffs off. I'm not going to jail. I have not done anything that was criminal. I was speeding.
Take these cuffs off me. I was speeding. I was drinking. Oh my gosh.
Which is criminal.
Okay, wow. So you're taking me to jail for speeding. I've never heard of that.
Just because you've never heard of it,
I think
doesn't mean it's...
I think
you are free. One of the best things about this country is you are free to think what you like. It doesn't make you right.
I've never heard of somebody going to jail for speeding.
You should talk to more people.
You could draw my blood, anything.
We'll work on that. We're going to get there.
I can't believe you're taking me to jail for speeding.
Again, I never said I was going to take you to jail. The word jail has never come out of my mouth. I don't want to take those handcuffs off you right now.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't let him take him off if he was getting in the medic either. They would say right behind his back, I can do everything I need to just like that. Because he is just not a pleasant person.
Again, I never said jail.
I'm going to need you to show up.
I will 100. I promise. I really don't have. I try to take Sundays off. It's the Lord's Day.
Well, yeah, but You're not gonna. I need a day that you're gonna be in court. For this.
Out of me is this.
This is completely extreme. You think you're like God right now. That's why you go to church on Sunday, right? Are you God?
I am not God.
You're totally overstepping your boundaries. I was speeding, and you're taking me to jail. And I want an apology from you, or you will be charged with. You will be charged.
Tell me what I'm going to be charged with. I'd love to know.
Why in the hell do you have the right, because you're a police officer, to criticize me?
I'm simply a trained observer.
You're criticizing me.
I don't think I've criticized you at all.
Yes, you have. You accuse me of possibly being on pills or something.
It's my job to ask those questions.
Yeah, but you're already assuming that I am.
And he asked that very respectfully. I used to have to ask the same types of questions. Have you taken anything today? Can you please be honest with me so that I can treat you medically correctly? Trying to be as respectful as I can, knowing that they've probably done things, mixed things, and are not telling me. So, he's been respectful. He does have a posture to him that can be, I suppose, intimidating, once you're under arrest. But this guy, you're going to take these handcuffs off. Okay, thank you. No, I'm not.
And that's wrong.
I'm simply conducting a full and thorough investigation, and it's my job to ask those questions. It's called an investigation. That's literally what you do, is ask questions.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I was going over 85, 90 miles an hour. Let me see the proof.
Okay.
Criminal is over 100, over 97.
Okay. Now he's just making stuff up. You're just making stuff up, sir. It's over the speed limit a certain amount in most states, as far as I understand. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But whatever the speed limit is, if you're going over a certain amount of miles, that makes it reckless at that point and a criminal or misdemeanor offense, I believe. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding. I don't know. My kids say I drive fast, but I think that's simply a product of working for the fire department, having to get places fast. Now that I'm not working for them anymore, I do not drive like that.
Over 97. So 98 is criminal, but 97 isn't?
Over 100.
Well, I do this for a living.
Let's get this over with then, guys.
Okay.
Take me to jail or whatever.
I said you can't have an open container.
I got some trash.
That beer is cold to the touch.
So then you better record that for the court.
I did right there.
Oh, it was your word. I drank that hours ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Nope, absolutely not. It can't
How
be.
do you know?
Because it can't be as cold as it is right now.
You do not have anything to measure the temperature of that beer that
just
you
my
can
hand.
take to court.
Like I grabbed it and said, it's cold.
The word against mine. My criminal past, there is none, especially with driving, is perfect. So your word against mine is
okay.
I'm older than you.
You absolutely
are.
are.
Longer than you have.
You have,
I'm
sir.
a better driver than you.
That might be up for debate.
And what are you, a state trooper? That's state? Yeah, I do pay state taxes in Arizona.
As I said before, I'm a deputy. I work for the sheriff's office.
Okay. Well, that makes you even. No wonder you're doing this. You're less significant. You don't have the jurisdiction that a state trooper does, and you just want to say, hey, I got power, I'm this and that. Man, just get the f*** out of my face. You're making me sick. On Sunday, say your prayers to God.
Absolutely.
Because I promise you will suffer for this. I promise you will pay for this. Your bags. These weren't on, I'd probably punch you.
Deputy Schmidlin's my partner. Deputy Schmidlin, this is...
That's fine, but don't talk about my friend that way, man.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll let you guys have a there we go. Yep, have a talk. There we go. Gabapentin, 800s. Gabapentin has an impairment potential.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so gabapentin.
Oh, yeah. That's why his pupils look the way that they do.
I'm like, hey, you do any pills? He's like, no. I'm like, your pupils sure are small. He does not like me, but I've already told him that he's under arrest. I know.
I wonder why. You're such a kind-hearted soul.
I know.
All right, I'll take him to the substation.
Can you see if you can get... He said he'd submit to a blood draw.
Yeah, he told me that, too.
So if you can do that portion of this, I'll take care of this. Thanks, partner.
There's a potential for a few, though.
But you're going
I realized that the second I saw the speed limit sign, I realized I was going way too fast, and I slowed down.
way too
I
fast.
apologize.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be at work in 4 minutes, and I'm running late.
So your
You're not making
poor
it.
time management has now created all of this.
Yes, I apologize.
Okay. Do you have anything with you that says who you are?
Yeah, I haven't.
Let's start that. So you have an ID card. So your driver's license is suspended.
I haven't had one.
I'm sorry, you what?
I've never had one.
You've never had a license? So why are you driving if you've never had a license? Did you put those stickers on your car?
Yes, I did.
Is that like a proclamation that you've made?
It's just a funny sticker. I thought it would be funny.
See registration, current proof insurance.
So let's.
You don't have that. So you don't have registration. You don't have insurance. You don't have a driver's license. And you're driving a self-proclaimed... Okay.
One time, one of the medics where I worked put a funny sticker on the back of an ambulance, and the chiefs and deputy chiefs didn't find it so funny. But personally, as someone educated in leadership, I said, if you don't like the way people are behaving who you are in charge of, you should probably look at yourselves as leaders. But that's not the case here. He's just got bad taste.
Yeah. So I think he's probably right with the stickers that he put on his car. And I believe that car is going to become temporary property of the state because he's never been issued a driver's license. He just thinks that it's okay to drive around because he's a millennial and probably feels entitled to just drive as if it is a right and not a...
Why did we raise a generation of adults who think they're just entitled to behave a certain way? There are times when I think, don't say that to the officer. Don't answer that question. Don't, I know you have to give them your license and registration and proof of insurance. That is part of the deal. But they don't need to know where I'm coming from. They don't need to know where I'm going to. That is building a case. And I don't need to participate in that. I do have the right not to say anything. And it is not impolite to do that. And you don't have to do that in an impolite way. But you still have to give them the identification. You still have to accept the consequence for whatever action. You ran a stop sign, you were speeding, whatever.
privilege. So he's definitely not going to make it to work on time. Definitely not making it to work. It's like you just found every motor vehicle law that you could find and decided to not come in compliance with any of them. Like literally everything. Arizona law says I shall tow this vehicle. And with your voracious non-compliance of Arizona motor vehicle law, this is just part of what happens here.
I wonder the change in music and the violin, if we're going to get a bunch of weepy, entitled behavior in a minute. I can't wait.
Loud and slow, not so much slow. But you're free to go. So grab your water bottle, get walking over to your friend's house, get some water over there.
That is loud.
I pulled out from Johnson Ranch, and I'm a little bit late for my class, which means no reason for any speeding. I get that. I have had a suspended license already. I get that.
You're so young to already have had a suspended license. How did that happen?
Speeding tickets, and I know.
So exactly what you did today?
Yes.
All right. Take care of some business here. Come on. There's no crying in baseball.
No, I know.
And there's no crying in speeding.
I'm not crying. It's just why?
Why? Because apparently, like you've heard of a learning curve, right? That kind of goes like this. Your learning curve is like this.
No.
It means that you're not getting the point that you shouldn't be speeding. You are 20.
I wish I would have been smart enough to say that. I had one reoccurring, we call them frequent flyer patients, who simply, he was a young man in, his late 20s. So he wasn't necessarily doing anything inherently wrong. He drank on the weekends, probably drank every day for all I know. But I took him many times for drinking related medical illnesses, and that I'm not going to go into right now because, that would be, edging into some stuff that I shouldn't. But he in particular, just I explained to him, you realize you're sick because of the alcohol, and it's even one drink that you can't handle, that your body can't handle. It's not even that you're so overly drunk that you're being belligerent or anything. It wasn't like that. It was a physical illness caused by the alcohol. And it wasn't going to stop or go away or get better. He just simply could not drink alcohol. It was that bad for him. And so, I wish I had, his learning curve was this, obviously, since I kept picking him up over and over.
4 miles an hour above the speed limit. You're a criminal amount of speed above the speed limit.
I know I was doing that 24. I promise you I was.
It's locked in on my radar. What I don't want to hear, as I do from everyone else in your generation, is excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. All I want to hear is, hey man, my right foot, it likes the pedal on the right. That's it. I get it. People speed. But what I don't want is a whole bunch of excuses, because
I didn't give
it doesn't
excuses.
matter.
I told you I was late to class, and that gives me no right to speed. I know that, and it's my fault.
And here we go. And this is me holding you responsible.
I'm sure.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. If people didn't speed, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. I would drive around all day in my car by myself. I wouldn't get to meet people. So I need people to speed, and I appreciate you doing that for me.
All right.
So what I need you to do is put your seatbelt back on, drive the speed limit, get to class, and learn something. All right? Be a pretty.
I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. Don't speed, especially in Arizona there, because this guy is pretty on the ball. I think he was kind of fun to watch, actually. That first guy really gave him a little bit of a run, but he was very respectful. And then, again, I don't know how he raised these adults to think they can just behave in any kind of way that they want to. You do have rights, but they're not just free to go willy-nilly every which way. Anyway, thoughts, comment, please stick with me while I continue to learn. I hope that this weekend finds you having a very wonderful time with your families, and stay safe.